I'm called Diajan. Just a question. You had said in an earlier briefing that the internet is in no way interrupting the process that is happening here. And we just wanted to know exactly how is the transmission of results being done all the way from the polling stations to the district up to here?
Thank you so much, Lord Chair. My name is Vincent Chisiriko from Radio 1 and Akabos Kubiri. So I'm asking for your enlightenment on how spread the results, the polling stations, from which results are picked are spread. Maybe on a regional and the district basis, you could tell us that we've gotten this proportion of this far at a regional basis so that we can get a context of how spread these results are as of now. Thank you, sir.
Patience Imbisiwe, I work with the Nation Media Group. We would like to know how these results, whether these results are randomly chosen or they have been selectively chosen, and to what extent. And then to reiterate what dear Jan has said, we want to know how exactly these results are reaching your national center, since the internet has been cut down countrywide. And then the declaration forms for these results that you have declared, how have all the agents signed for all the candidates? Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Damali Muhaye from Nation Media Group. We would like to know the delays. What is causing the delays in the submission of votes from the urban centers? If you look at some of the polling stations or districts that have so far submitted their votes, we find that Kampala, Mbale, Budadili, and other major cities and districts and cities are missing. If you look at some that have so far submitted, like Mukono, Jinja, you find that only 2 polling stations or 1 out of those are submitted. So we would like to know what is causing the delay, the fact that Kampala and others are just near us. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Chamagiro from NTV. Chairman, I have information that one of your candidates, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu's home, has been surrounded by security, to be exact, the army. Given that he's still under your jurisdiction, is this part of your security detail to make sure that he's safe and sound, or do you know what is going on and how safe is he? Thank you.
That was our last question, Lord Chair. The Commission is right now welcome to respond to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, members of the press, for those questions. Now, I have not been briefed by security that they have decided to surround candidate Kyagulanyi's home. So really, I'm not competent to give reasons accounting for the act or the action of security. But since they're in our midst, you could quietly ask them, and they tell you what the reason is. Now, on internet, in our preparations, I think we recognize that the usual internet could have or develop or have issues, so we do not want to take chances. And we designed our own system of transmitting these results. This is something technical really which I cannot explain sufficiently for you to appreciate. But one thing I would like you to know is that we have our own system by which we are transmitting these results. So we do not have any problem with that. And that's why we said the internet shutdown is not at all impinging or hindering our transmission process. And that's why we are able to announce to you the results as they come in. And as I've said, so far, I think we have attained about 50% of the results across the country which we have received. Now, we are not selectively picking on the results that are being transmitted. I think these results are what I know is that results are transmitted from the various points or returning district tally centers across the country, as and when they are ready or received by the district tally center. This morning I was in touch with some of our tally centers, and they too were continuing the process of receiving the results for preparation for transmission to this tally center. So it's not selective, not to now pick out this one, we leave the other one. No, once they are ready and this study center transmits them, then we aggregate them and announce them to the public. Now, so in that regard, therefore, I may not be able to give you the breakdown that these ones are coming or have come from this polling station in this area, or this district. We may not be able to give you those details right now. Now, DR forms, yes, as I indicated, the first publicity of the polling stations or announcement of the results of the electoral outcome at every polling station is the declaration of results form, which is filled or prepared after counting of the ballot papers. And the presiding officer appends his or her signature together with the candidates, the agents of the candidates who are present at that polling station. But we have seen in practice, at times the agents decline to sign these forms for reasons known to themselves. Either they are not satisfied or whatever it is. But that does not in law stop the process of validating those results, because it's optional. If the agent wants to sign, he or she signs. Now, if they do not sign, that does not invalidate the results from that polling station. So I cannot, therefore, conclusively say that all the declaration of results forms were signed by the agents of the candidates. And most importantly, some candidates don't even have agents at those polling stations, at some polling stations. They don't. But if a candidate who has the right under the law to appoint agents per polling station chooses not to do so, again, the absence of agents of a particular candidate does not invalidate the outcome at that polling station, provided the agents present sign and the presiding officer also signs, and everything is well captured on that DR form. What is causing delays from the urban centers? I am not aware that there is a delay. I'm not aware there is a delay. Therefore, I cannot really answer in the affirmative that yes, there is a delay or there is no delay. But probably this is something that I need to investigate. Is there a delay from the urban centers or not? Have we received any results from urban centers, from no single urban center so far, as we speak now? In the results that we have been announcing since last night, is it true or correct that no single urban center no results have been submitted from any single urban center in the country? Because my understanding of an urban center is all towns, if that's how I understand it. So I will need to interrogate this, that in the results that we have announced so far, no single result has come from an urban center. And probably at the next hearing, can I promise that I will tell you what my findings are?
Mwami byabakama kirungi mwami mukulu nkakasa yaliwo mu mwaka gw'ekinaana era yali ategeera bulungi. Njagala ajjukire nti byakola olunaku lwa leero biina kye bitegeeza kinene nnyo eri ebiseera bya Uganda ebijja mu maaso. Okubba obululu, ogezaako okulinnyira eddoboozi lya bannayuganda kya bulabe nnyo 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 nnyo. Era buli kyakola amanye nti ye ng'omuntu ne banne bonna Mwami Museveni bakozesa bajja kubeera answerable. So buli kyakola kasita munnamateeka akimanye tino amateeka tegeerabira, ate ebikolobero ebikoleddwa nga bikolebwa ku mateeka tebivunda.
Sure. Local media is reporting that President Museveni has significant leads in parts of the country in the presidential election. What's your response to that?
Well, like I said already, the local media, in all local media stations, there has been heavy deployment of state operatives, and those are the ones that are ordering whatever is being relayed. Nothing is being relayed that came from the polling station. The internet has been switched off. All our agents that were able to secure the declaration of result forms are on the run because the military and the police and all the state operatives are looking for them to arrest them and make sure they take away the declaration of result forms. So whatever is being declared is a complete sham. We reject it and we disassociate ourselves with it.
Where do you go from here? If the election is a sham, what do you do next?
Like I have said, we shall be communicating to the nation and the world on our way forward in the coming hours.
Are you confident that the people would follow you for the protest, the non-violent?
I have said it before and I'm saying it again, that it is not me to be followed. Many times I've been taken away into illegal incarceration. Many times I've been locked up in my house by the people of Uganda. Like we have been calling upon them all the time, is to take the destiny of their country in their own hands. This is not about me. It is about all of us as Ugandans. In the past 3 years, we've been able to open the eyes of the people and to make them know that they indeed have a stake in this country and they have a right, an equal right like me. So we have called upon Ugandans to each of them take leadership so that even when the regime holds me away, the people of Uganda cannot all be held away.
Sorry for taking you back. Just clarify for me the correlation between the results of NUP candidates and your results. What was the correlation you were mentioning earlier? Just help me understand that once again.
Well, I've said it. One of the journalists asked me that he was wondering why all the NUP candidates are leading by far, and yet the presidential results were being altered. And I made it clear that just like the NUP candidates are leading by far, it is evident that in some areas I was in the same range with the NUP candidates, and in many areas I was far ahead of the winning NUP candidates. That shows that I, as a presidential candidate, was far and continues to be far ahead of General Museveni in the realistic result.
Honorable, just to make sure that we're understanding you correctly, what you're doing here is you're rejecting the results and you're declaring yourself the winner?
I am rejecting the results, and I'm telling people that according to what is evidently what is coming from the ground, we are winning. The counting is continuing, and according to the real numbers that are coming from the field, we are winning, and we are winning by far. I repeat it to everybody, we are winning. Fe tukulembedde, mwami tubuhabulwa, tumuleebya. Ebyo byonna byonna bibagezaako bagamba bya bulimba, temubikkiriza, temubigenderako, byakugezaako kubatiisatiisa, kugezaako kukyusa ndowooza yammwe. Ebivudde mu kulonda tubirina bingi nnyo, n'ebirala bikyajja, naye byonna byonna biraga tituwangula ate tuwangulira wala nnyo. Thank you very much. Njagala nnyo bwe mba njogera ne bannayuganda bantunuulire nga just omu ku bannayuganda 1,45,000. Newankubadde ebikolobero bingi bintusiddwako nze ng'omuntu, naye siri wanjawulo ku bannange. Bangi bannange bali mu makomera essaawa eno, nze ndi waka. Bangi bannange bagiddwamu amannyo. Bangi bannange bali ku bitanda balwanirira bulamu bwabwe. Bangi bannange battemulwa era twabaziika. N'olw'ensonga eyo sisobola kutandika kutunulira bulamu bwange nga waliyo ne bannaffe abataddewo obulamu bwabwe ne butirimbulwa. So sijja kutunulira ku bituuse ku nze, wabula bitutuukako ffenna nga bannayuganda. Well, just that the fact that most of our NUP parliamentary candidates are leading by far is evidence that we are leading. And just to let you know that the majority, many of our NUP candidates were getting the same range of votes with me, and in very many cases, I as an individual was getting even many more votes than our NUP candidates. So that alone should show you that General Museveni is finding a very hard time to rig this election. He's finding a very hard time to alter the results. And that is why they are not relaying what is coming from the polling stations. They are just fabricating their own numbers and ordering Mr. Byabakama to announce them.